This is my grandfather. I never met him, but he just looks wonderful. To me, he looks wonderful. I think it's very difficult to determine the different parts of who you are, where it came from. It's a mixture of genes and environment and experience, I think. So, over 60 years ago, I followed my heart into Africa to study chimpanzees. 35 years later, my heart led me out of the forest to help save the natural world.
Because as Daniel Pink writes in his bestseller, A Whole New Mind, he says we're entering a whole new age, and he calls it the conceptual age, where traits that set people apart today are going to come from our hearts, right brain, as well as our heads. It's no longer just the logical, linear, rules-based thinking that matters, he says. It's also empathy and joyfulness and purpose, inner traits that have transcendent worth. These qualities bloom when we're doing what we love. So when we're involving the wholeness of ourselves in our work, both our expertise and our emotion. So I say to you, forget about the fast lane. If you really want to fly, just harness your power to your passion. Honor your calling. Everybody has one. Trust your heart, and success will come to you. So how do I define success? Let me tell you, money's pretty nice. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you that it's not about money, because money is very nice. I like money. It's good for buying things. But having a lot of money does not automatically make you a successful person. What you want is money and meaning. You want your work to be meaningful, because meaning is what brings the real richness to your life. What you really want is to be surrounded by people you trust and treasure, and by people who cherish you. That's when you're really rich. So lesson one, follow your feelings. If it feels right, move forward. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
We may not think about it, but we're all a part of something larger than any single one of us. And our work is one of the forces that connects us.
But I think she's also saying, be a part of something. Don't live for yourself alone. This is what I know for sure. In order to be truly happy, you must live along with, and you have to stand for something larger than yourself, because life is a reciprocal exchange. To move forward, you have to give back. And to me, that is the greatest lesson of life. To be happy, you have to give something back.
And so it's the making of a little scientist: curiosity, asking questions, not getting the right answer, deciding to find out for yourself, making a mistake, not giving up, and learning patience. It was all there in that little 4.5-year-old child. And a different kind of mother might have crushed that scientific curiosity. I might not have done what I've done. When I left the beloved forests of Gombe and the chimpanzees, because I realized that the forests were being destroyed and chimpanzee numbers were decreasing, I knew I had to do something. And somehow I was guided in a way to do what I did. it's very important that young people learn that you can't just care for the environment. You need to care for people too, because you can't separate them.
I have found that people describe me in many different ways. Some people call me the girl who was shot by the Taliban, and some the girl who fought for her rights. Some people call me a Nobel laureate now. However, my brothers still call me that annoying bossy sister. As far as I know, I'm just a committed and even stubborn person who wants to see every child getting quality education, who wants to see women having equal rights, and who wants peace in every corner of the world.
I think the most important part about this is that I have been able to reach these millions more people in many more countries than I could possibly have reached if I was traveling. I just feel it was meant to be. You know, I just turned 87, so I'm now in my 88th year, so I don't know how much longer I have left. So it's good to be able to use these months when I'm still fighting fit, so to speak, to the best advantage I can. I'm not sure how my feeling of spirituality has guided my work, but it's really more a feeling of this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what I'm here for. My life has a meaning. It was a very...
Michelle?
Michelle? Tu assumiste um papel que não pediste. Fizeste-o por ti mesma, com graça, com garra, com estilo e com humor. Tenho muito orgulho em ti, o país tem muito orgulho em ti. Servi-los foi a maior honra da minha vida e não vou parar. Na verdade, vou estar com vocês enquanto cidadão para o resto dos meus dias. Peço-vos que acreditem, não na minha capacidade de provocar a mudança, mas na vossa.
Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you.
So let me end with one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King. Dr. King said, "Not everybody can be famous." And I don't know if everybody today seems to want to be famous, but fame is a trip. People follow you to the bathroom, listen to you pee. It's just try to pee quietly, it doesn't matter. They come out and say, "Oh my God, it's you peed." That's the fame trip. So I don't know if you want that. So Dr. King said, not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness is determined by service. Yet those of you who are history scholars may know the rest of that passage. He said, you don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato or Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love.
Tonight, we've got a rather different program for you.
I am David Attenborough, and I am 93. I've had the most extraordinary life. It's only now that I appreciate how extraordinary.
To all of you who have watched this show and supported me, thank you so much for this platform. And I hope that what I've been able to do in the last 19 years has made you happy, and that I was able to take a little bit of pain away from a bad day or anything you're going through. And I hope I've been able to inspire you to make other people happy and to do good in the world, to feel like you have a purpose. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If I've done anything in the past 19 years, I hope I've inspired you to be yourself, your true, authentic self. And if someone is brave enough to tell you who they are, be brave enough to support them, even if you don't understand. They're showing you who they are, and that is the biggest gift anybody can ever give you. And by opening your heart and your mind, you're going to be that much more compassionate. And compassion is what makes the world a better place. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I feel the love, and I send it back to you. Bye.